I'm going to talk about contagion versus poisoning. I had an experience, I'm having an experience actually right now of being poisoned. And the source of the poisoning, I generally don't drink, but it was so good. It was so delicious. It was homemade limoncello. And I obviously drank too much. So it was 2 days in a row, Thursday and Friday. Friday, I think I drank a little bit more. So what was weird is that I didn't wake up on Friday. I felt fine Friday. Or Saturday morning, I felt like, something's not right. But I didn't wake up with a hangover. So I didn't think it was hangover. And then throughout the day, I started to go down. The fatigue set in. Fatigue was horrendous. And then I started getting body aches. So I thought to myself, I poisoned myself. And again, I didn't think it was hangover because it wasn't, I don't know, are those hangover symptoms? I don't know. Like really don't, I don't know that I've ever had a hangover. Maybe I have back in the day. But I knew at that point that I had poisoned myself. So I believe that a lot of people would have chalked that up to their getting sick. Because I had like my skin hurt. You know how that is? Like your hair, your scalp, your skin hurts. Everything muscle-wise hurt. Areas in my body that were already kind of chronically in pain really ramped up. And a lot of those symptoms feel like they would have been like the flu. But because I had a couple nights of drinking that alcohol, I knew that I had intoxicated myself. I was full of toxins. So now it's Sunday morning, and last night I went to bed at like 8 o'clock, and I didn't eat much yesterday. I just was kind of a little bit nauseous and it was really even hard to drink water. It was wow. And so I laid in bed all night until I had to get up for work at 4:30. Yep, I get up at 4:30 sometimes. And I felt I was waking up throughout the night. And so what I did was all day yesterday and through the night, I was taking doses of vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams each. And I think that helped me quite a bit. Vitamin C is at least ascorbic acid. It's ascorbic acid. It's not really vitamin C. But ascorbic acid does wonders. If you look at my video on vitamin C, I talk about some of the benefits of it. But around 1 a.m., I felt it lift. Like I was just laying there trying to get comfortable. Every which way that I turned, I was getting pain here and pain there, and it was really hard. And so at 1 o'clock, I felt it just go, whew. That's kind of what it was. It was just a whew. And I felt this just dissolving of something. The pain lessened about 50%. Like I had a headache too. Like I don't get headaches. Rarely do I get headaches. And I have this neck issue. You know, I'm under the care of Dr. Bergman in Tijuana, and my neck went out like a week after I left there last time. So I've been having a hard time. But so this area, I could feel it tense up, go up in my head. So everything that I was already coming to the table with on a normal day was just ramping up and getting worse. So at 1 o'clock, I felt some relief. And this morning, I feel a little better. But this is like a couple days of getting over this, of poisoning my body is what I did. I poisoned my body. So when we get symptoms like the ones I've had, we don't feel well, we're getting a sore throat. I was getting a little bit of a sore throat. I don't know if it was because of some drainage or if it was just something else, but though that's a detox reaction. Our bodies are detoxing. We are not getting a bug. I'm not contagious. I have a hangover. My body is trying to rebalance itself from the assault that I gave it through the alcohol. So everything was on fire. Everything was screaming at me. I don't know if it's an over acidification of every body tissue. I don't know what it was exactly that alcohol does, or did to me anyway, but my body didn't like it at all. And it needed to recoup. It needed to realkalize, maybe, just throw off the poisons that I put in my body. So there's a big difference between something that's contagious and a detox reaction, which is by far most of what we deal with when we don't feel well. We're detoxing. You're not sick, you've been poisoned. The poisoning can come from a lot of different sources. Sometimes it's just a recalibration, if you will, an upgrade to your body. These are all new ideas. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. You're like, what are you talking about? There's all kinds of contagions out there. What do you mean? It's a bill of goods we've been sold. It's a bill of goods we've been sold to support the medical industrial complex that sells drugs, vaccines, these, and all kinds of matter of things, so that they can make the money, control us, make us think that we're going to get sick from each other. Contagion has never been proven. Did you know that? Never. They've tried to prove it. Now, there is something going on, possibly with things that we can't really measure. Pheromonal communications, hormonal communications, ideas that we just haven't been exposed to, that blow the contagion theory out of the water, especially the virus theory. Viruses are not what they say they are at all, at all. So I thought I would talk about this today because I generally am not in this situation. And I swear I'll never drink again at this point. Never gonna drink again. I feel so awful. And that's probably why I feel so awful, is because I'm not used to that. My body was, and I just did the cleanse. And I'm probably cleaner than I was before. And my body's like, what did you just do to me? So I'm still recouping. I will be fine. What I should have done, here's a little tip for you. I should have taken some activated charcoal. So I should have done. I should have done that right when I was drinking. Certainly the next morning when I started to feel bad, I just didn't put two and two together. I didn't know what was going on until way later. But that's a little tip for you. So if you have some activated charcoal and you plan on drinking, you can, or get some activated charcoal, you can take some of that during the night. And that will help some of the toxicity of the alcohol and absorb some of that stuff. And vitamin C, I think that helped me quite a bit. The non-GMO kind is better, obviously. You can find that on my website at livetruhealth.com, LIVETRU health.com. I have 2 different sources of the non-GMO vitamin C. That's what I've been taking last couple days. Clive DeCarl has non-GMO ascorbic acid, and Carolyn Dean, RNA Reset, has a blend of non-GMO ascorbic acid, also with some whole food form of vitamin C. I really like her formula. It tastes delicious. So actually, that's what I'm drinking today. It's pink. It's berry flavored. It's very good. So that's my message today is I'm not contagious. I'm just hungover.